Sunday. I got this stuff yesterday. Only was able to walk out there a few because we went to see the Jurassic World movie. I'll talk about that in one of my upcoming rambles more. It was okay. I mean, it was just okay. But anyway, I think I went to 3, and the last one wasn't on Craigslist. I was just walking. I walked down Montauk Highway because you'll see a lot of signs off. A lot of people out here, like back in Massapequa, there was a lot. I mean, you would find just stuff of people who didn't post on Craigslist. You see signs on poles, but there was still a lot posted on Craigslist. Out here, you still see some on Craigslist, but a lot of people just throw a sign up on a pole or whatever. So you got to be on the lookout. And I went to this one there, and there was a bunch of games, and the woman, I wish she didn't say this. She's like, "Oh yeah, someone was here earlier and bought like 30 games." I was like, "Please don't tell me that. I don't want to know what I missed out on." I obviously don't know, but I still got good stuff here, and I'll get into that in a minute on some of the items that were still there. But I got it. I thought it was 10 games, but the one case had 2 games in it. So it was 11 games for $10. The games are a piece. $1. The games are a piece. The games are $1 each. This one actually, I got games for a bunch of different systems here. Maybe like 5 different systems. But there was 360 stuff, Xbox One stuff, a few original PlayStation things, PS2, 360. Did I say 360? PSP, I believe there's a few things for as well. Wii also. But the first 3 here, or 4, are just disc only. Like I said, all the discs are kind of scratched up. Like I said, I gotta get some stuff to kind of just clean some of these light scratches. But the first game was the second game that was in. I'll show this one too. I'll show this one first, but NFL Blitz for the PlayStation. Greatest hits version. Like I said, these discs are scratched. I mean, that is, I don't know if you can tell, it's not, I wasn't seeing a lot of deep scratches on here, but it's always, you get them for $1 a piece, so it's not a big deal at the end of the day if they don't work. But you're still like, oh fuck, I hope they work. But NFL Blitz, it's a classic. But it does not have the manual. But underneath that was this Cubics Race and Robots. Race and Robots. Made by 3DO, which is interesting. I don't know if the Panasonic 3DO was done at this point when this came out. This came out in 01. It definitely was. I'm pretty sure it would have been. The next, we got another 3 here. 2 are Wii games. One's a 360 game. I just grabbed them because sometimes these games have a little bit of value. Once again, these discs are, I mean, this one, it's got like a ton of light scratches. Nothing brutal on it, but this is SpongeBob SquarePants Plankton's Robotic Revenge. This one's actually worse than that one, scratch-wise, but it's another SpongeBob game for the Wii. SpongeBob's Boating Bash. They have a lot of SpongeBob games across like all platforms. It's pretty crazy. SpongeBob was, I know of the show, and I know Tom Kenny of Mr. Show fame voiced SpongeBob. I've seen like clips, and I've probably seen episode 2 over the years, but it was a little past my time. It was probably actually more than a little past my time. I don't know when it actually started. This one, once again, scratched up. This one I'm a little more nervous about, but it's a Sonic Colors for the Wii. I know, is this the one they just like remastered and put out again? Or is it another Sonic? I don't know. It's actually a cool disc. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell. This thing is just... But like I said, it's $1. $1 each. So what are you gonna do? Sometimes you kind of hate to pay $1 each for a disc only, but you know, $1 a game is ridiculously good. Let's be honest. Next game here is an Xbox One game. It's a Madden. I figured for $1. Add a Madden to the collection. It's a Madden 20. I don't know how this one is, honestly. I've not played a Madden. I haven't put a lot of time into a Madden since Madden 2002, the first one that came out on the Cube. I had picked it up. It was the first game I got, and then I went back, and I was like, I need another game, because I can't play a football game constantly. And I got Rogue Squadron, Rogue Leader. Rogue Squadron 2, Rogue Leader. But, I don't know how this one is. I know these games kind of don't review great anymore. They used to review, like, phenomenal back in the day. I don't know if they just kind of phone it in these days. They should just do roster updates for, like, you know, it should just be attached to your latest version, and, you know, at least for a year or two. Pay, like, $30 for a fucking full roster update. But for $1, I figure I'd grab a fucking Madden. See what's up. All new QB1 career campaign. That's interesting. Dominate the college football playoffs, huh? I said I'll have to give this one a shot. Just see how Madden's doing these days. I think I've said it in the past, the last football game that I put a shit ton of time in was NFL 2K5 on the Xbox. EA, I think, was so terrified by fucking Sega making a better football game than the Madden that came out that year, although Madden 05 was really good too, from what I remember. Like I said, I didn't play. I remember reviewing very well, but 2K reviewed fucking incredible, and it was only $20 fucking, and then all of a sudden EA buys up the fucking NFL license, like right after. But that game was sick. It had the fucking crib and shit. You could put arcade machines in there and stuff. It was awesome. And the football, like, it was like a nice blend of simulation, but also had an arcadey feel too, which I liked. But I'll do the 360 game first. So what did I get there? PlayStation, Xbox One, PS1. Yeah, so I got the games for 5 systems, but this is Wheelman for the 360. That's Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel likes games. I don't know if he has a hand in a game studio or not, but they did like they had a couple of Pitch Black games. They had or Riddick games, I should say. They had Escape from Butcher Bay on the Xbox, and I think it might have been on the PC. That's a good fucking video game, man. I played that on the Xbox, and it was awesome. I need to pick that one up again. And then they made another one on the 360 and the PS3. I think it was called Dark Athena, which was also good, but not as good as the other one. And then he did Wheelman here. I actually, you know what, I want to say I played a little bit of this, but I could be wrong in thinking of another game. I never owned it, I know that. I might have actually got it at a garage sale at some point 10 years ago, but when did it come out? 09. It's got the manual here, the old VIN, and a map. Oh, wait. Standard GTA looking city. I do enjoy map sounds when you open like game posters and stuff. I like that sound. Got the manual as well, which is nice. This disc, I don't know if this is backwards compatible or the SpongeBob game, so I might not be able to test these because I don't have a 360. See, this one's a little nerve-wracking too. There's a little mark here. I don't know. No, it went away. This one I might want to play if it's backwards compatible. I think it's like a driver type game. I'm pretty sure you can get out on foot in this. trying to think what it would be more like. I don't know. It's no Mortal Games, GTA, driver type shit, stuntman, driver. Oh wait, no, parallel lines. Could you get out of the car in that one? I don't know. But anyway, wheelman for $1, sure. And the last 4 are all PS2 games here. They all have a little value. The one has more value than others, and I'll explain why. I'm not surprised this one was still there because someone else came and bought up a bunch of games, apparently. Was it really 30? I don't know, but probably a lot. The first one is Tekken 4. I've never played this. Case cracked. There's that. Somebody, I think I did it in one of my videos. Someone likes that sound. It is a pretty nice sound, actually. And the PS2 cases with the disc in them produce the best sound. That kind of sound. Tekken 4. It is complete. And I'm sure it's scratched. Yes, it is. Oh, you can't. Well, there you go. A little bit. I need to test these. I don't know if I'll test them before I get back. I mean, before I go to Florida. I might. But Tekken 4, I've never played it. Oh, I think I played one of the Tekkens on the original PlayStation, maybe. I'm not a big fighting game guy. I'm not good at them. And I'm just not over. I get, you know what, they're kind of like racing games to me in a lot of cases, and even sports games. I play the shit out of them for a bit, and then I get bored. Like, I like some of the Mortal Kombats, the newer ones, and even the older ones. And some Street Fighters. I played a lot of Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo. But, yeah. That's the first one. Next one here I've gotten in the past. But it's Jaws Unleashed. This one also is complete. I remember I got this same game at a garage sale. I don't know if I did a video for it. If I was... Yeah, I would have been on. Maybe I did do a video for it. A garage sale pickup before it. I think I got it for like 50 cents or something at a garage sale once, but $1's not much worse. You are Jaws. See how this disc looks? Yeah, same kind of scratch, like a bunch of light scratches. See, you don't get the sound as good on that one. Definitely cool to have. I did play some of this the last time I had gotten it at a garage sale, test it. There's Jaws attacking killer whales. And now they have that game I have on the Xbox One, Man-Eater. But Jaws Unleashed. I'm sure it's not as classic as the NES game. The third game is a classic that I only played. The only times I ever played these games is when I get them at garage sales and test them. I do have Kingdom Hearts 3 for the Xbox One, which I do want to play. That was a gift from somebody a while back on Amazon. I still not have opened it. I have a lot of unopened games, some that were gifts and some that I bought myself. But it's the first Kingdom Hearts plays the greatest hits version here. This disc is actually in good shape. I did not look at this one. And it's got the manual. It's not a color manual, though. There goes a loud car. Ooh. Loud cars. No stealth there. I will say those Teslas, I hear them just because I'm thinking loud fucking cars. I swear those Teslas are fucking quiet as fuck. I was walking down the street once, and there was one coming behind me, and I saw it. And it let me go, and it was turning the driveway. It's like, "Are you going?" I'm like, "Oh, thanks." I go, and there's rocks on this driveway. This thing turns behind me, and I'm like, did that thing just turn in the driveway? I turned around. I didn't even hear it. But anyway, Kingdom Hearts, a lot of people love these games. Like I said, I played some of this one from testing, and the same with the second, and Chain of Memories on the GBA. most games have flawed. The first two, especially for the PlayStation. I think they've been re-released like 1,000 times on other systems, but those two ones had more value 10 years ago, and they don't have much value anymore. But here's the last game. It doesn't have a manual. I gotta get rid of this fucking security sticker shit. The last game is NFL Street 2. Ooh, god damn it, these cars, man. NFL Street 2 for the PlayStation 2. That's Jeremy Shockey, and I don't know who that is on the Falcons. On the bottom there, but that is Shockey. Does not have its manual, unfortunately. And this disc is a little nerve. There's a scratch on this disc that almost leads me to believe it might not work. Which would be really fucking disappointing, but I don't know if you can see it down there on the bottom. I might have to throw this one in though and test it immediately. See. But anyway, this game has, even if hopefully if it works, it doesn't work, it's useless, but if it works even without the manual, I could sell this for $20, $25. Now, the street games and the NBA street games and the NFL street games have value. They're not like worth $100 or anything, but you could sell them for $20, $30, $15 to $30, which for sport-related games is really good. Now, I was surprised to see this here after hearing that someone had bought like 20, 30 games, whatever the fuck it was, because that means that other person that came there was buying games specifically to sell them. This is why I think they did, because I've seen people around town, and I buy games and sell them too. I keep some. I'm not begrudging anyone who does it, but I'm just saying they are probably either new to the game because they probably grabbed specific games. They saw a sport game, they didn't give a shit. There was a lot of sport games hanging around there still, and they didn't go to grab this one. Why? Because a lot of people who kind of just pick up games and sell them don't know that these games have value. That's why I was surprised that this was still there. Because if you knew it, you'd grab it. I was surprised. It's just, after hearing that, I was like, oh shit, really? I'm surprised it wasn't taken. But then I was like, wait. There's probably a bunch of other Wii games that they grabbed there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's Mario-related shit there. Or maybe there's some more PSP games. Or, maybe there was other... I don't know. It could have been games for other fucking systems for all I know, And maybe there's older shit there as well. I don't know. But people who just are kind of new to it, and a lot of people know video games have value now, so they'll just buy them, sell them. But they know certain shit, or they have to look it up all at the garage sale, which I think is rude, but teach their own. A lot of people don't know this will just sit there because a lot of people don't know these street games, these games and the NBA street games have value. They don't know. But I will end up picking it up like I did. Hopefully it works. Or the person opened it up and saw the disc and saw that fucking bad scratches on. But anyway, yeah, that is another garage sales pickup here today. And thanks for checking us out. And